Blizzard has finally responded to the community's complaints of support players getting less skill rating every match, but it might not be exactly what you expected them to say. Let's talk about it. Scott Mercer, an Overwatch principal designer, made a post on the Battle.net forums titled "Supports and Skill Rating," discussing the recent complaints, saying that they have done some internal investigating and they wanted to clear up some of the misconceptions that the community holds. He states that during the investigation they found a bug that was giving players points for a full assist even if they did very little damage to the target, but this only affects how often a player is on fire and doesn't have a direct effect on SR. He said, "There's some correlation between the two because both systems are trying to measure how well are you playing. But there are significant differences. The determination of being on fire examines not just your own performance, but your performance relative to your teammates. The calculation of your SR adjustment after a match doesn't look at your teammates, but instead compares you to the performance of other similarly skilled players with that hero across an enormous pool of competitive matches. So we're comparing your Genji play to the play of other Genjis, Anna's versus Anna's, etc. Since we're comparing apples to apples, we shouldn't see any kind of support-specific bias in SR adjustments due to player performance." He goes on to say that some players are still reporting that they are receiving a lower amount of skill rating while others are receiving a normal amount of skill rating. Based upon our investigation so far, it doesn't look like there's a broad systemic issue affecting all supports across all competitive matches. There might be a more localized issue affecting a specific hero or a certain type of playstyle or game situation. It also might be something completely unexpected. We're doing a thorough examination of all of the code that affects SR adjustments. So although it's not really conclusive, I'm glad to hear the team has been checking into it, and hopefully we'll have the results of the investigation soon. If any of you have evidence of this happening, he says that the community's reports are helping them a ton. So make sure and comment on the post or find an alternate way to get them to Blizzard so that they can resolve this as fast as possible. There were hundreds of responses on the post from players saying that they were receiving less skill rating, and many posts saying that they disagreed with the system that was used to calculate the rating, and that comparing one Genji to another Genji isn't a good way of going about it because of the vast differences in everyone's play style, and it can be hard to calculate how much of an impact they had on the game, win or loss. That's all I have for you today. I just wanted to make a quick video so you guys could understand a little bit of what's going on. I'll leave a link to the post in the description so you guys can check it out and maybe even contribute a comment of your own. Tell me down below what you guys think of this. Do you think support players are receiving less skill rating? Or do you think they're getting a normal amount and that everything's working fine? Thank you for joining me for today's video, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the content and subscribe if you want to see more. This has been Dead Easter, and I'll see you next time.